Hi, everybody. Mary Dean Esquire here at the wallstreetlawyer.com, coming to you live on Fly Nubian Queen, coming to you live on blackwallstreet.com, Instagram page. Thanks to StreamYard. We coming to you live every single place that I can. Okay. Let me make sure we're live on my Instagram. Let me hit, okay, it says I'm live there. Come on in here, hit the share and subscribe button. Let me know where you are. Drop your B1 in the chat because we do that because we put Black people first. Something we picked up from Dr. Boyce Watkins, and guess we'll never let that go. Shout out to Dr. Boyce Watkins and Fly Nubian Queen Network, a place where Black women have a voice. I'm one of those proud Black women. So drop your B1 in the chat. We got Brenda Lamb dropping her B1. It's all about that B1. Get on in here and get into this. I saw this morning and I thought, you know what? I come in here and got introverted butterfly in the house. She says she an introverted butterfly, y'all, but she just a beautiful butterfly out there flapping her wings. So proud of her. So proud of her. She's a newly licensed insurance agent, and we're going to get her in here so y'all can get some of that good insurance in your life and make sure that your family and loved ones are protected in the case of your death, in the case of your incapacity, that you and your family will be cared for. So we'll get her in here one day. We got Tamira Kemet in the house. Oh, I love your picture, sis. Love that photo of you. Beautiful, beautiful. Drop your B1. Let me know you in here. Shout out to all my beautiful Black people in the house today. We're going to talk about our good sister, Wendy Williams, and everything that she's going through. Oh my goodness. It looks like it's a little something going on out there, but let me focus with you in here right now. Gotta drown out those distractions. We're talking about Wendy Williams. So Wendy Williams, Nate's friend, it was her friend who came out, and it looks like Wendy Williams' loved ones are still trying to figure out how to save her from her current guardianship, since it was first made public that Wendy was now under the care of her guardian, Sabrina Morrissey, in 2022. Her family and friends have been adamant about Wendy not being cared for in the proper way. Now, her lifelong friend, Regina Schell, is speaking out against Sabrina, claiming that Wendy's situation is worse. Get this, worse than Britney Spears' former conservatorship. This is a Britney Spears thing. Only it's worse since it's not even Wendy's family who has control, Regina said exclusively to The Sun. If y'all remember, Britney was in a very toxic conservatorship with her father, Jamie Spears, for about 13 years. Regina says even though both situations are bad, at least Britney was controlled by her family. Wendy's fate, on the other hand, is being controlled by a complete stranger. Look at that lady's picture, y'all. It is giving Get Out. It's giving Get Out. At least with Britney Spears, it was her dad. It was her family. This is a woman who is not even family, Regina said. And how does this guardian get all of this standing? How does that happen? How does the government come into someone's life and just really takes control of your estate, everything that you owe? Your estate is everything that you owe and everything that you own. And how is it that they have come in and now taken control of her estate? And like she doesn't have any family. She's got a son. She's got sisters, friends, family, a lot of people who care for her. And she's ended up in this dreadful situation. And I will say to you, this is because she did not have her ducks in a row. This is because she did not have her house in order. This is because she did not have an estate plan, of comprehensive estate plan in place, the kind of estate plans that we do at my practice, the Dean Law Firm. That's what happened when you don't have your house in order, when you don't have your estate plan together. These are the kind of things that you can be subject to. Okay. And so we do know that when Wendy Williams, her son did have a power of attorney, and it was proven by the judge that her son was not competent enough to handle such a large estate that he was not competent enough to handle her affairs, and so he was that the power of attorney was set aside, and they chose another one. The court appointed a power of attorney, and I really feel like it's just it was really designed to get a hold of her assets. And while courts can come in and do certain things, I think that if Wendy Williams had put her estate into a trust, if she had moved her assets into an asset protection trust, a lifetime asset protection trust, she would not be in this predicament, because they only want to control her so that they can control her assets. So they get paid so that they can milk her dry, which is what is happening to our dear sister Wendy. I'm convinced. I am convinced that she is she's alone. She's not surrounded by family and friends, where she deserves to be in her last days. What were some of them? What's the end game in all of this? This is Wendy Williams' best friend. What is the end game in all of this? Regina question. She should be surrounded by friends and family right now, not isolated and alone. Don't let this be you. Do not let this be your family. This is, we got Introverted Butterfly with a comment. This is so sad. Taking advantage of people is evil work. She's right. She's right. Taking advantage of people is nasty, nasty work. Regina is obviously very frustrated, and rightfully so. This has been an ongoing battle for Wendy's loved ones that unfortunately is far from over. What are your thoughts? So let's get what are people saying in the comment section? I don't care if I'm dead or half alive. Don't ever let no beige lady control me or my money. Okay. I don't understand why her son is not her guardian. Like, why was he not an option? And that comment got like 419 likes with 41 replies. And he was appointed as her power of attorney, but the court said that because of Wendy Williams' mistake and her affairs being so much, that he was not and some of the spending that he did. I know he had a birthday party, an extravagant birthday party. He was, Uber Eats bill, I think well into the six figures. And so it was ruled that he was not competent enough to be her power of attorney. And this is what so that power of attorney was set aside. Now, while he might have been spending his mom's money, at the end of the day, when his mom passed away, it goes into it passes on to him. So if he is draining his own future assets dry, what's that to him, right? And so I just think this very unfortunate situation, and I think that and it's very sad for me to see that people who have so much money and access to so much money and wealth, that they don't hire the right people, the right attorneys, the right wealth providers, the right financial advisors, so that they can make better decisions to preserve their life and preserve their estate. If Wendy Williams had set up a trust and moved her business into that trust, those residual checks would be going into that trust. If she had set up that trust and moved her bank accounts into the trust, moved all of her assets into the trust, they would not have control over it. They may not even know that she owned those assets if you set up the trust the proper way, using an EIN instead of your social security number. So it's not even attached to you. So when they research your social security number, you don't have these assets that these people can come into your life and say, you know what, we need to liquidate these assets to pay for her care. We need to liquidate these assets. They sold this woman's condo, y'all. They sold her condo for almost, not a whole $1 million less, but almost $1 million less than what she paid for it, at $1 million loss. Almost, it's like an 800,000 and some change. This is this is a very, very, very sad situation. And this is a situation that could have been avoided had she done the proper estate planning. Don't let this be you. Don't let this be your family. schedule a consultation with me. I dropped my link in the chat where you can see where you can schedule a consultation with me. I am here to support you because Black wealth is critical to Black power, and we want to make sure we work hard for our assets. Nobody is giving you your beautiful Blackness anything that you got. You earned it, you deserved it, and you definitely deserve to be able to maintain that asset for your offspring, for your heirs, for your beneficiaries, not for some beige people. They say, I don't want, if I don't let no beige person control my money. What is watch I Care a Lot? If you have not seen I Care a Lot on Netflix, it gives you an idea of what happens here, how they come in and under the guise of taking care of this person, making sure this person is cared for, making sure that they, and really they're isolating them, liquidating their assets, and taking the profit. It is, and I watched that movie, I Care a Lot, and it is a great, they go into court and they argue their case. They argue why they're doing what they're doing is for the best interest of the ward, and they get away with it. They're getting away with it. But if you don't have these assets for them to liquidate, they don't care about you. If you're a poor Black or brown person with no money, they don't care if you can take care of yourself or not. So to me, is it truly out of the kindness of your heart? Is it truly that you are so concerned about our dear sister Wendy that you want to make sure that she is okay? Or are you after her assets? Are you after her money? Are you after her bank account? Are you after all of the way that you can liquidate and how much money you can make off of that one particular person? That is what they show in the movie I Care a Lot. They show how the judges, these people are making great cases before the judges, and it's like clockwork. They're getting away with it. They're getting away with it, and they're mostly getting away with it because we are ignorant in how we can protect and preserve ourselves, and we are not protecting and preserving our assets and protecting and preserving our our well-being, our estate. Your estate, everything that you own and everything that you owe, everything that you worked hard to accumulate during your lifetime, that is yours. It's for the benefit of you during your lifetime. And what they say, oh, you can't take it with you. No, you can't take it with you. But you can surely make sure that you're leaving it behind for someone that you care about so that they can have for the next generation, so that they don't have to start behind the 8 ball. So they don't have to start all the way, in a deficit. Your heirs, your beneficiaries, your children, the next generation that you have birthed, they can start standing on your shoulders. And you want to make sure that they have a solid foundation of something to stand on. And that is your job. And that is why we got introverted butterfly. Trust wills are important, along with reviewing any policies every year or twice a year. Yes, it is. It's your duty. It's a duty to yourself. It is for your benefit to make sure that you are properly taken care of. If Wendy was pink, this wouldn't happen. If Wendy was pink, people, this wouldn't have happened to her. I don't know about that, because I have to be honest with you. It's colorblind. It has been happening to you watch the documentary I Care a Lot. It is happened to people who were pink, white, yellow, red, purple, blue, because what they care about at the end of the day is the money that is green. That is what they are concerned about more than anything. I'm so grateful my mom gave me the chance to fund my dreams. I'm so proud of her, and I can't wait to get her in here because her mom left her a very nice insurance policy. She could have taken it a step further and set up a trust, but she did leave an insurance policy behind for introverted butterfly that she's been able to use as she's now becoming into her own womanhood and moving into her career. She's been able to use those funds to fund her life. It's like getting a whole scholarship, if you will, a whole business investor, if you will. That's exactly what it is. I remember Master P started off his empire with his $10,000 life insurance check from his grandfather's passing. So don't sleep on the insurance policies, and make sure that you are protecting those funds with a properly funded trust, with the properly funded estate plan. Okay. And if you want to figure out, if you want more information on how to set that up for yourself, make sure you schedule a consultation with me. I dropped a link in the chat, Mary Dean Esquire, here at thewallstreetlawyer.com.